Hey, and welcome to Trail Trials, a video review section of iRunFar.com. My name is Travis Lyles, and in this video we're going to take a look at the GoMotion Fusion Backpack Kit. The Fusion Backpack Kit from GoMotion is not the first lighting system from GoMotion that we've looked at here on iRunFar. In fact, back in October of 2010, we looked at the GoMotion Waist Pack Kit. And that was worn on your waist. You could fit it on a waist pack or something along those lines. This is meant to be worn on your chest, on your sternum, for a backpack or a hydration pack or a race vest, which we'll look at a little bit later. It's made up of essentially three pieces: your main head unit, which packs a 100 lumen bulb, your cord, of course, that carries around to your battery pack. This battery pack has a warning light on the back, which can be turned on and off, and uses 3 AA batteries. And then our last remaining piece is the other side of your backpack strap, or your left-hand side, which you can adjust as needed. The point of this being, keep the light off of your head, give you some availability to have that lower to the ground, to help your perception, to see what's in front of you a little bit better, and also not blind those people when you're going into aid stations with your headlamp. So, with that said, let's get up close and personal. Let's take a look at the features and kind of how all this stuff works, and then we'll take a look at what it looks like to put it on a pack and see how that thing fits. The main spot where we're going to do all of our work and really, of course, generate your light and those sort of things are going to come from the lighting unit here. The lighting unit is made up of 2 buttons as well as a swivel for our flood. So our first button on my left-hand side is our power button. You can see when we turn that on, that also creates our light to flash here on our backup light. Now we can do a couple of things with that. We can turn that off if we'd like, which is just by holding down the brightness, so we can move from high to medium to low. Or we can hold that down, and that's going to turn on our backup or our emergency or our warning type light that can be worn on the back or anywhere else that you want to place that unit. But fairly simple controls here. It's high, medium, low, on and off. And of course, since that's on your chest, all that's directly in front of you. We also have our way of having a floodlight here, and that's directly on top. And it's really just a swivel with how that's done. So we can see our light here on the table, as we're going to grow that out based off of what we're doing. So a really nice and easy way to be able to do that. The good thing I like about this is because it's a swivel, because you can feel those kind of tabs on the top and the bottom, it makes it really easy to know what that's at, where it's at, and if you're wearing gloves, it's not something that you can't grab a hold to. So a very tactile feel, and something that whether you have bare hands or gloves on, you're able to adjust relatively easy. And our backpack unit here, this is encased in a little Velcro case. This is where our batteries go in. So we have a very simple door here on the back with a threaded bolt. And then you can see plastic here, and we have 3 AAA batteries inside of that case. And with 3 AAA batteries, with this on high, we can go about 8 hours. On our lowest setting, we get about 54, and on medium, we get roughly in between the two, a little closer to, I think, 16 hours or so rated for the medium light. So, depending on what the lighting needs are, you obviously can get a fair amount of life out of this. And then over here on the other side, we also have a strap that's going to hook up to our backpack. And we can see this side has a nub, as well as this side over here, and that's going to allow for easy in and out. So we have just a very simple hook that goes on, allows us to connect that on. So of course, when that's on our backpack or our hydration pack or our race vest, we can easily get in and out of that without having to take the whole unit off or take the Velcro off. So what we're going to do now is get a hydration pack or a race pack up here, and we're going to see what it looks like to really get all this stuff kind of put on there and get an idea of what that wear is going to be. So the reason I picked this race pack was because these straps are really thin and meshy. They don't have a lot of strength to them. And I found it to work really well, but it was just good to know this was sort of the least sturdy of anything that I had, so I wanted to try it on this to make sure that it was going to work well. It's obviously going to strap on really well. These are fairly sturdy straps. You can see there's some kind of nylon sewn in here for reinforcements, and it just feels like a nice piece of material here, as well as some really strong hook and loop enclosure. So let's take a look at how we would do this. So the first thing we'll do is kind of find where we want to put it, and then we're going to be able to fold that over the top. We've got some reflective hits on there. We're going to move over to our other side, and we'll want to do the same thing. So we're going to open this up. We'll feed it underneath, and then place our straps there. And now we're kind of set up. You're going to want to do something with this, right? Kind of one of the downsides of having this external battery pack is figuring out where you want to put it. Luckily, a lot of vests and packs now have kind of extra pockets that maybe we're not using, so we could throw that in one of these front pockets if we wanted to. It's going to fit in there relatively well. That, of course, is going to put your safety or your warning light on the front, so maybe if you're running in traffic, this may not be the best idea to do it, but you can very easily, run it over the top here and throw it in the back, which is tended to be what I did when I was using this thing for testing. So now what we have is our strap. We're all put together, and to get in and out of it is real simple. We have that light right in front of us. Take this strap and, of course, tuck it down somewhere if we need to. But we're really set up. Now this is sitting right in front of us. It's ready to go. We have our power light, our increase, decrease in light, as well as turning on and off our back battery. And then we have our floodlight that's simply in here. So a really simple and easy way to be able to have all that lighting and stuff right there available. It gives you lower view kind of on the ground versus having to be up on your head. The Fusion Backpack Kit from GoMotion is a really versatile piece that I've liked using. With the days getting shorter, this allows me to throw on this vest, carry a couple gels with me, have some reflective hits on the vest, as well as have a light without having to mess around with a headlamp or anything like that. And it puts out definitely enough light at 100 lumens that's going to light up most of the way for you. I also found it to be nice to wear in conjunction with a headlamp. So if you're somebody that likes to carry handhelds, this could be an option to maybe replace that. I personally have never really done well having handhelds and kind of flying them all over the place. This allows for a more steady beam of light that I have my hands freed up. I can turn my headlamp off when I go into an aid station or when I don't need that on, and I still have this available to me. The upgraded options of the 100 lumen bulb, as well as the ability to turn off the flashing light, the red flashing light when you're in areas that might need that, I found to be a really nice upgrade too. So, if you're interested, obviously go to the GoMotion website and check these out. Any questions or comments, leave those below this post. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.